we don't do deep work anymore in our lives. And that's why what we do in our work, we're really lucky because we do have to do deep work, and we have had to have moments where we have to focus and we have to do that. But as a society, we don't really focus in on things anymore. So like, you know, you wouldn't have all these options before. You know, if you wanted to learn the guitar, you would just sit and spend hours and learn the guitar, or you would do some knitting, or you would read a book, or like now there's so many options at our fingertips that actually I find that choice is paralyzing, and that's what it is. But also it means our focus is going from one thing to the next. So one thing I do find really helps me is trying to keep my phone off. So when I go away from my retreats, I'll put my phone on airplane mode, and the difference it makes is astounding. And also when I wake up, so if I go to bed, I'll put my phone on airplane mode and I won't take it off. That's why sometimes I'm bad at getting people back to people in the morning, because I've kept my phone off until about midday, 1 o'clock. And I just noticed that helps my kind of concentration, or even just my anxiety. Like, because I think I was even reading an article the other day. It was like, you know, you stress about what to do, so instead of thinking about it, you just start scrolling, and you just like, that'll be your kind of way to just
safe
distract
place.
yourself. Yeah, but it's not, because you're scrolling and you're like, I feel even worse, and none of this, and then the world's going to and it's all just like infodemic, and then it's all just like, oh, or you see someone else doing something really good and you're like, oh, what, you know, like, it's really dangerous and it's really toxic. And I think balancing our relationship to social media and technology is kind of where a lot of this lies.
Yeah, and I think it's everywhere, isn't it? There's like almost a pandemic of choice. Like, even just films. I was chatting to my mum the other day about, I used to have like hundreds of DVDs, and then I was like, it's going online, like, you know, I'm going to sell them. So I got rid of them all. But now I'm starting to find myself being like, oh, I want to watch that film that I used to like. Oh, I used to have it on DVD. Now I'm trying to source it or whatever. And just the way things are now, like, it's great not having to go to Blockbuster and going, let's find a film to watch. Let's just go on Netflix. But the number of times, especially when Caitlin's on nights, I'll just be like, oh yeah, that's a good one. I'll just keep looking there. I'll watch that one. Yeah. I'll just see what else there is. And it is horrendous. And it'll sometimes get to 10 o'clock and I'm like,
it's too late now.
It's too late now.
Yeah. I've spent the evening watching trailers.
Not even that, just scrolling through, and it like, not only then do I give myself kind of for, well, I didn't even do anything with my evening. I just scrolled through films, not deciding, a bit of sim decision.
I mean, it's nothing to be proud of. I don't know why.
But there's no wonder it's there. It's because of this I would call it, pandemic of choice, and it's like, because also the social media aspect is quite key to what we do. And this idea that, wow, look at these tools we've got. We can literally communicate with Diplo right now on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. So why aren't we doing it? And it's like, because if you think that's what you should be doing every day, it's like you say, it's just overload. It's like overwhelming. And for me, I used to have 2 phones. I abandoned that idea because I realized it was just doubling my anxiety. Like
really?
2 phones. But one of the great things of it was I had my work phone off like till 12 every day. So I'd put it off at, I don't know, 9 o'clock at night, and it'd just be out of the way. But I realised that I was actually then thinking, there's probably going to be an email there that I should be reading. And so I just thought, I'm going to go back to one phone, and I'm just going to be able to, you know, have a message come in or have an email come in and go, I'll deal with that later. And my management of it is so much better now. And like every now and again, I'll delete all the like social media off my phone, like digital detox type thing. And so that when I lift my phone up, I'm like, oh yeah, I'd have to go onto the website to do that, and I can't be bothered, so I won't do it. And so I end up focusing more and doing the, like you said, deep work. So I think it is that managing, you know, there are great tools, and Netflix is great because you've got not a big, but like a selection of films, just paying a subscription. But I think if you don't manage it, then you get lost in the problem of, choice and lack of decision. Yeah,
exactly. And I think when you're just scratching the surface of things, you're never getting that real satisfaction. Like, you know, like my patience is really bad now, but like, if I do spend an hour learning a new tune or learning how to do something that might be quite, and it might not seem like much, but the reward you get from that is amazing. But it's just like we're so used to quick rewards now as well. And actually, you know, I find that the way we make music, like I love turning up and doing the job and being on the go and being in the moment. And that's really great. So suddenly when it's like, oh my God, this is going to take me hours, I'll not do it now. You know, like, and you just don't. But actually, yeah, we're just not used to going through those kind of painful things to get to the even better place.